Hi everyone. I hope you all are doing well. So today we are going to start about the manual testing. So today's topic is introduction about the manual testing and let's get started. So what is manual testing? Manual testing means like we have software applications, we have software products and we have software tools as well. So that tools, that products, that application testing we can perform manually only without using any kind of automation tool. Like we have multiple tools and frameworks like Selenium, Playwright, and BDD, Cucumber, TestNG. These are the tools and frameworks we have. But without using them, we are doing the testing of the application manually. So this is nothing but the manual testing. In the manual testing, testers can write the test cases and scenarios and test them with the application manually. Like they cannot use any kind of a tools as I mentioned previously. So let's take one example for your better understanding. Let's say you are testing the Gmail login page, and everyone know like we need to enter the username and password. So we can provide the username and password manually inside that field or text box of username and password. Then we can click on the login button manually, and then we can see the expected result manually, like whatever expected result. Like for suppose we have given valid credentials in the username and password, that time it should show the inbox page, or it should navigate to the inbox page. This is the expected result. And if suppose we giving the valid credential, our application does not open the any inbox page, but it is expected, so that time we can say it is a defect. I will explain that expected result, actual result, and effect, these kind of things ahead in the upcoming video, because these are the a complete small topic inside the manual testing. We can create a one small videos on that. So since you didn't this by manually or ourselves without using any kind of tool, or we can just do by our hands, so that's why we can say it a manual testing. So see guys, in manual testing, we have some goals to complete the manual testing. Inside that we can say as a find defects. So this is the one kind of goal or things available in the manual testing. Like we can identify where the software giving the errors. So that things we can identify inside the find defects. Like suppose we have some expected criteria, and that expected criteria while testing of the application we feel like that expected criteria is not matching with the application, so that time we can log that defect or raise that defect on the board. So we can verify the functionality, like whatever expected criteria, whatever requirement we have by the client, that all things, that all fields, that all the criteria is matching with the application, is fulfilled by the application. That things we can check inside the functionality verification. And we can check the user experience as well, like we can say that UI UX testing, like user interface, user experience. So see inside that what we can do, we can make sure the software is easy or comfortable for the user, like it's look pretty good, or the UI is very attractive, impressive. This kind of things we can check inside the user experience. So see, in manual testing we can perform the some uh, steps. So inside the steps, I want to go first with the read requirement. So client is providing some amount of requirement for the application development and application testing. The client have some requirement, and with the client requirement we need to build our application, we need to test our application as per the his requirement. So this requirement understanding we will have inside the read requirement. Like we are following the different methodology for the development or testing of the application, for example agile methodology, waterfall methodology, v module. That all things we will look ahead. But see, in the methodology we'll have daily stand up and scrum call. So in the call, if any kind of requirement came, the business analyst explain the all requirement to developers and testers. According to that they are starting developing and testing the application. Once the requirement understand, then we can tester can write the test cases. Tester can analyze the requirement, they can prepare the Excel sheet for the test cases, they can create the scenarios and prepare the step-by-step instruction uh, to test the software or application. Then once the code available in the QA environment, we can execute whatever test cases we have written, whatever scenarios we have written, that all scenario we can test against the application once the code is available in the QA environment. So here also I have written like run the test manually on the application. And if we found any kind of defect or any kind of mismatch with the application which is not fulfilling the criteria, what criteria given by the client, that time we can log defect. There we will have Jira. Everyone knows about the Jira, right? Jira is the one kind of a task management tool. Similar like Jira, we have Taskflow, Bugzilla, Bugnizer. This kind of tools we will have for the raising defects and tracking the task. So then developer starts working on that raised defect. They can give the fix. Once they give fix, they push that defect again in the QA environment. So once that defect came in QA environment, we need to retest that defect and we can create the evidence and evidences and attach to that defect. Whatever expected result is there, according to that, we'll see which action we need to perform, whether we need to open or whether we need to close that defect. That all things also will look ahead. So talking about the manual testing, when we can use the manual testing? When any kind of project and that project size is very small or any kind of existing project and there we need to perform only few changes. So that time we can prepare the manual testing. When you want to test the usability, like how user friendly that application it is, that time also we can choose the manual testing. And when software is in the early stage of the development, that time also we can use the manual testing. So on the top of this 3 point, I want to add one extra point, like we can do the manual testing when any kind of a complex scenarios we need to test against the application, when any kind of a straightforward or difficult scenario we need to test against the application. For example, you are on the intake screen, you are completing that intake screen, and now you are hitting submit button, you are going on the next screen, assign screen suppose. There you are putting some data and you just click on save and you again come back to the previous page which is intake screen. Again we can change some data which we have provided previously. That data we are changing and that data we are checking in the case management or in history tab. So these are the some straightforward go back, then go forward. These kind of things, this kind of flow. Whenever we will have, we'll choose the manual testing. So that's all about today's technical topic, guys. I hope you all are enjoyed this video. See you in the next video with a new topic. And I would request you to please subscribe to my channel and like the video and hit the bell icon because I'm posting daily new videos about the software testing and software development. So you will guys get a notification early and you will use that mm, video for upskilling yourself. So I'll suggest please hit the bell icon. So that's it for today. See you in the next video. Stay connected. Thank you.